We're always recording. Okay. Okay, why not? Yeah, this is like the only, bro. Like today is. I mean, it's pretty. Like, it's not surprising, really, necessarily, but like still, like, oh my god, it was over. You have this here. Um, there were swing point forms. Right? You have Monday opening low, and we're trending back in the range, so you can expect very high resistance. This is also S&P right here. What do you? Oh, it's lagging, dude. Bro, you just got exposed. Whatever, it's lagging. You're so lucky. Greg, you almost got exposed. Like your chat almost got leaked, buddy. All right, is it better? All right. Anyway, I was saying, silver. There was this model here on the daily chart. You have the weekly open. Obviously, like every asset, just because that Chinese app thing, all the markets have melted basically. And this is Monday, so we open low first, and then we fail to really follow through breaking this low. I don't even think we close. We kind of do, but it doesn't really matter. We just close back in the range, and then we trade back into the range, creating a swing point on a Tuesday. So this day you can be bullish, right? Because we manipulate this low, and then you look on the other side of that, you have like failure swings. So you can trade to that, right? Uh, and then just with the daily profile, right? You have 2 o'clock creating a low, putting in a reversal here. We have a 4-hour CSD. We also have like an hourly CSD as well. So if you're like an hourly, if you trade on the hourly, like this is fine, this is valid. Any of these like propulsion blocks are cool. It's just expansion, retracement. Why is this retracement? Because there's not only like relative equal highs here, like with this high and this high, but all of it, like you see this slow price action. That's generally right. These failure swings are here. That's a signature of like retracement. So we expand after retracement. This retracement just creating the wick of the daily candle. So when we close above, especially in the like a higher time from CSD, you can generally trust that. But there's just nice, whether you use a 30-minute, you know, whatever you use. There's some lower time from stuff too, but there's a lot of solid entries here. You could take your first TP here, next TP here, but this is like really perfect, honestly. But I mean that was really it, bro. Like there's not much going on today. I wanted previous is high for YM, honestly, but it's kind of bullshitting. Literally just consolidating between this candle. I was hoping that 10 a.m. could make a run to this high, right? Because you take out this low of an hourly CSD. So generally I want to see price get to this high. But when it fails to do that, especially like you want to see this next candle here just go. Like I don't even want to see it, you know, as soon as you make this little low, like there's no reason to come back. Like it should just go. And that's what we're gonna see with most distributions. If you go to like over here, like we're not going to make these deep little runs, you know. When we're targeting this high, like if this is gonna be a low, like I want that next candle just fucking rip. You know, I don't want it to go way down here And if it does go down here, or if it does do something like this, I don't want it to come back. Like that's just an automatic L. If you look at CL today, it's also like crap, terrible. I wanted sells too, but if you look here, you go on like here. So first off, even prior to like 10 a.m. So 10 a.m. opens like right here. It's like ideally, bro. Ideally, the 9:30 candle, we just kind of like reverse off of this. Like ideally, just 10 a.m. opens and just like forms its high between this range. Like I don't actually want it to go up here. There's like no need to. You know what I'm saying? And this is how you avoid chop and shit. Like and when we take this out, it's like okay, you know, that's fine because we're obviously failing to displace over this. So like when you see this, like this like almost like needs to be the freaking high, the 10 a.m. candle. Um, like there's literally no reason to go higher. So when it did that, it's like ass, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just super choppy, you know? There's no willingness really to not really clean. This is how you get railed in here and stuff like that. It's like not really clean at all, in my opinion. But short fire, like the narrative was really there, in my opinion. Like you had these nice equal lows. If I'm not mistaken, it's not SMT there. There's SMT here though, I believe, right? Okay, like equal high, like yeah, it's like equal highs up there. It's like not great, but like 2 a.m. forms a high today. Like this profile looks really good, but it's just like the lower time frame kind of just not great. We have 10 a.m. open high first. Ideally, just I don't know, not the previous stuff, but this is also just like a failure swing, technically. This little manipulation here. It's not the cleanest thing I've ever seen in my life, but it wasn't too bad. If 10 a.m. was just cleaner, the way it formed, I would have traded it, probably. Right? Compare this as well. But it just wasn't that great. And then gold, I wouldn't really be interested in gold, to be honest. The gold is very weird. If you look at the weekly wick, it's absolutely massive. Like, let me see the 4 hour chart here. 2 a.m. Yeah, this is doo doo. Bunch of failures. Not a fan. Like when you can't displace through highs and stuff like that. Say we can't displace, we come back, leave these lows. Every time we take out a high, we just make deep retracements. Like not great. When the low of the day is put in, you want to see displacement through the highs. That's a favorable like continuation. Usually, see over here, when we take out these highs, like we don't really displace back to the range here. And you want to wait for continuous signature anyways. So basically, when you take out a high, the series of down close candles, when we close over that, that's like a continuous signature. That's what you see here, right? Series of down close candles, it's closed over. That's generally what you want to see. It's always good to see a fair value gap too. Like it's like super clean. But on RTY and YM are like actually tripping. Like this PA is pretty ass. It's really bad. There's fair swings everywhere. Ideally, if we went lower, I would ideally want this high to be swept on WAM. Yeah, there ain't much going on, but yen futures. Would you take long? Okay, let's look. I think I have yen futures. I gotta do over there. First off, I don't like all this stuff. It is like lows. I don't really like the long that, but we'll see. Yeah, there's no way. I don't think I would unless I see like, yeah, I don't. We use S&P with on this. I probably wouldn't, dude. Like I see some like substructure stuff. Like you just take this low, this, and then this. You know, there's some like internal stuff to that, but that's about it. Probably today. I'm looking at the daily profile. I'm guessing this is what you took maybe if you traded this. I mean, I kind of like the way the daily candle formed a little bit. So it went open low first, you know, took out this low, this place higher. Then we really just consolidated damn near in Asia or in London session. Just like leaving these equal highs here. You get some wire model, I guess. Not that great. If I had to guess, like I would want this to go short though, probably like whether it's this fair value up or whatever. Like the way that we took out these highs and then displaced back in the range, kind of sus, you know. And then of all these lows, like I just don't want to really short that or long that. Probably not the greatest thing to long. This was clean though. Look at this one. You have Monday ranging or whatever. Tuesday takes out the low. Monday's low. And then Wednesday expands. And then Thursday takes out all these highs. Pretty nice. And then Friday just trades back in the range. Oh, okay, we can go. You know, it's kind of this Friday was like not bad. I also did four, so I probably my lowest time from the enter on will probably like 15 minutes. It's just so ugly. Like sometimes it's like ridiculous how ugly it is. Like we can go look at like some of these like look at these expansion days. Just want to see like what it looks like. Yeah, it's like look, like if you trade, how are you supposed to catch this day? You know what I'm saying? Like it's gross, dude. I'm guessing this is news here. I just want to see USD news. Right, 8:30. Yeah, 8:30 right here. But like, oh, this one looks decent. maybe. I'll probably trade London session the most. Okay, this one looks actually nice, but the R is not the greatest. I don't even know if this makes sense, but I'm just looking at the data profile. Probably front the model right here. Don't get that much RR still. You know, Euro add here. Okay, yeah. You have some sort of SMT with the Asia highs here. This is the new 4 hour candle here. So it opens higher first, creates SMT, and then we expand lower. And you get a new 4 hour candle right here. It's high, gets created from a fair value gap. So see these two 4 hour candles? Is what you could be trading there. And then you're trading away from a swing point, right? Candle 4 expansion. So like this is pretty clean, I would say. Again, though, like you can't catch this right here. I don't know if that's news or what. I don't know what's up with that crazy melt. Unless you catch it like right there, but it's the only way. Unless you catch it over here as well. Like this is the only candle probably that you can trade. Realistically, this one. You want to trade around the daily open anyways. So really like this propulsion block is hella nice. That's pretty nice. What else? Yeah, like maybe this, bro. Yeah, I see a lot of times like I would be super selective with what I take with this. You can get chopped up so easily, bro, with these random ass pairs and stuff. Mm, EBP can. I'm not really seeing an S&P here. The weird profile. But is that 8:30 news again? Oh wait, I actually want to see. See, like if we took out this, I would think it's like a delayed protraction profile. That would have been really clean, but we didn't take that out. Oh, this looks clean. This one don't make sense. Oh hell no, bro. Hell no. It's a little bit better over here. Trade these 4 candles higher. But I definitely see the 4 model working a lot. You can see it a lot right here, like that right here. Right, so pretty much have like expansion and these little ass candles here. We manipulate 1 a.m. the 1 a.m. 4 candle, then we distribute. And you're just bearish anyways. You're just trading continuation. By the way, I don't even know what I'm doing, by the way. No one asked for me to go over this. I'm just doing it. What am I doing? With? You have this as well. Again, 1 a.m., 5 in, continuation higher. It's just really choppy. Like this just opens up near this high and the reverses. This one I probably wouldn't trade though because this is really choppy day. It's a really choppy day right there. Yeah, this here is kind of clean. This one looks fire. It's 8:32. Oh, this is like a delayed protraction right here. Yeah, this is clean as hell. EuroCAD. EuroCAD. Oh, I'm on EuroCAD. CAD. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Yes, you see this SMT here? It's like the perfect example of this. The SMT is right here, but same shit. Shouldn't put it right there. And the previous day also has this reversal candle as well. This fair value gap here is showing no respect, right? Because we had an initial CSD, but when you see it get disrespected at deep run, at this point we're just creating, right? Just a consolidation range, pretty much. Just this deep retracement relatively below us. And then you pair a manipulation with a driver and a what's you call it? SMT. And then you have the 4-hour open. But when is it reverse? It doesn't reverse within this 4-hour candle. Why? Because it doesn't support expansion lower. It's gonna wait for that next candle open. So just wait for that. Let's see if there's like a 15-minute CSD. That's not bad. I don't think you technically get filled there. You have to do like a 5-minute. If there's like lower time frame SMT here, this must be another news event. Oh, it definitely is. Yeah, yeah. So you have 8:30 manipulation, the next news event continuation. This is like one of the most consistent things you're gonna see. This is exactly what you want to see. Happens a lot on indices with like 8:30 and 9:30. We're like 9:30 and 10. That's pretty fire. But I feel like this is really rare to see like this type of PA. This is also like somewhat clean too. Holy lag, dude. This one, right? We consolidate on Monday, pick up Monday's high. And just with the way this candle forms, so how does it form? Right, open high first, right? And then we CSD. So what is this doing? Forming the wick. Then you know, use a SMT maybe. So the high of the day here is 5 a.m. Compare that to the correlated asset. It's not 5 a.m. It's 2300. So at some point you form an SMT here as well. Which is like way down here, but yeah, like you can trade to this low pretty much here. Just the fair value gap. Anyways, I don't know why I'm looking at this. Like literally have no idea. Um, okay, I was over here. Yeah, silver was pretty fire. How do I become an Indian? I don't know. Let's be active, I guess. What's up, Monkey? How is your trading going, Donkey? I was a bit late to turn. Yeah, I did actually take one trade. I'm at break even right now, but I don't think I got hit yet. It was RTY. Yeah, I'm just sitting in this trade, bro. My entry is right here. Like, dude, it's just chopping. Like, I'm about to close it or something. I actually might just sit through FOMC. I'm not gonna lie. It's only one contract, so or is it two? I don't remember. But here's why I even took this. Again, not like the cleanest thing I've ever seen in my life, but let me show you. So what this is like I said, not ideal price accurate. But what I see here is right. I'm kind of stuck in a range, right? And then we have this new week opening gap, and it's like with the way this candle is forming, we open high first, right? Now, if this is going to be a bullish day, then this low, ideally, you want to see hold, right? You don't want to see this deep retracement or rejection of this high. So with this failing to be the low of the day, I'm assuming that we can manipulate just back inside of this new week opening gap. So like look at these lows. I'm always going to target these lows, but we're closer to these lows than we are to these highs. So I'm generally just going to look here. But yeah, I'm just sitting in this. Like I'm just break even. Like just doing whatever. But I could care less what it does, just because the conditions. Like not. Back this video. Oh yeah, that's in the lens. I've access to their model, so I can't like upload it like to everyone. You take any trades today or waiting for those? Yeah, I'm not gonna take any more. This is the only one I took. I thought maybe we could have the juice to at least get to these lows before then, but struggling, dude. Can I go over NAS today? It's not much to go over, but we look at it. Yeah. Seal hit. Did it hit that low? Damn, boy. This is looking so good too, bro. Like I was framing at 10 a.m. when I looked close, but it's just ass, which is not good at all. Anyways, let me check on this trade. Okay, now RTY hit that, bro. I think I'm gonna be greedy, guys. Oh yeah, that's only 5. I'm gonna be greedy, bro. We're holding this to this low. So we'll watch that live when FOMC comes in an hour. If I'm even streaming then. Let's just hope I stay in this trade though. I'm in right here. I'm gonna put it in. Well, I'm break even, but okay, so NQ. So again, I was also bearish here. Why am I bearish here? Because whoa, what the fuck? Wait, what? Is it? It's not FOMC now. What the hell is going on? Am I tripping? What is going on right now? It's kind of a little volatile, but anyways. So here's why I was actually bearish here. And so if you look at 930,
Yo, this is crazy. What the fuck? Who got this? Holy crap. So if you look at 930 right here, if you look at the way the daily candle forms, right? So if I got the daily chart too, this is actually important. I need to go over this. So if you look at ES, we have this SMT here, right? And I was saying to people that this week is like really weird, bro. Very weird because this this weekly candle doesn't support expansion necessarily. Is this fat ass wick. Like this wick is going to be pretty large, you know. And if you look at the weekly candle, like if you look at most weekly candles, you don't see these large wicks. Maybe right here. That's really it. But we usually close back inside the range, you know, relatively. You can see this here. Could have formed a really large wick, but we're usually going to close bearishly. You know, we're not going to close bullishly usually. We see this large wick right here. So Monday makes it weird. So when we come back above the Monday's high and we're failing to displace over it, what is this doing? It's pretty much just forming a new weekly wick, right? And we have this new week opening gap. We have also SMT here as well, right? So if you look at the way the daily candle forms, it goes open high first, right? It goes open high first. And then you see 930. We had SMT here prior to 930 at these lows. So when you see 930 fail to go higher, well, it's probably going to go lower, right? So this is when you could trade a 10 a.m. open hour close, but it was just so choppy, bro. Like you see this, I don't like trade this stuff. You know? But yeah, just with the way the daily candle forms, right? No, there's a lot of logic for that to go lower. But no trade there today. RTY, what are we doing here? So I'm feeling pretty good about this, I think. Hopefully. I wish it was really going like NQ was. There it is. That makes sense now on NQ. Or why I even took this here. So you look for 4 hour for mainly for this. Well, it's like I need 4 hour to be aligned. Like I need expansion to be on my side. Pretty much. So if you look at this RTY trade, we have a relatively large wick, but here's the thing about this here. There's a big difference between why I can trade this. For one, it's because we formed a wick like hella early in the candle. So we open up here and we form the wick in literally 10 minutes. So it's like there's a ton of time for price to still expand lower. That's the difference there. That makes sense. But I still wouldn't be surprised if we come back in the range. Kind of like yesterday on CL. YTP there. We'll see though. CL over here. I only went in one contract. I'm not even up that much. I'd rather just hold down here. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know what that volatility injection was. You risk more depending on your win rate setup. I mean, I always risk like 1 or 2 contracts. So my risk is that it's not really consistent because with Top Step, if you trade on TradeAvate, only kind of limited to that. Like you're only limited to like a little amount of micros, so I can't really risk that much. So I rather just risk your minis. So a lot of times, depending on the volatility market too, risk is like it's not exactly the same, but I don't really care. It's like it's between like literally I risk $1,000 on a setup before I risk 300, like depending on the 300 to 1,000. Kiko put me onto that. Like, actually, would you build a buffer on a 50K? Like, there's no, like, you might as well, dude. You only trade 6 a.m., 10 a.m. candle. Yeah, pretty much. That's just the time on charts. I'll ask T if I can upload it for you guys. A new monthly bar opening soon. Just explain why the indices are choppy all. Oh yeah, that can be the case sometimes. So, like, look here. 2 days left. We are trading within a reversal candle, yeah. But it's really just, bro. It's literally just Monday, like this. Monday opening lower, huge range. Anytime you see that, like, generally just going to either inside bar for a long time, or just you're not going to see much of a, like, on a Tuesday you cannot expect continuation lower. That's very unlikely. That's why I longed yesterday. But you really can't expect much of anything for the rest of the week usually. This goes back to, like, even here, like, huge range day. You see the next couple of days, they don't really go anywhere. Here, pretty large range day, don't really go anywhere. Especially on a Monday. I'll try to find a Monday example. Here's like a Tuesday drop. Here's one. I remember this. So Monday opens up. It's like literally like this week, pretty much. The next couple of days, the rest of the week doesn't really go anywhere. Like I said, if it's going to be bullish, it's going to have a really small body. It's not likely to be an expansion candle to the upside, because expansion candles have that small wick, you know. So, like, I'm not expecting, like, I really wouldn't expect this week to hit all these highs. Like, it's just like not something I'd really ever expect. Just with the way this week formed, it's really weird. But we'll see what this does here. If I went in with 2 contracts on this position, I would have partialed 1, but I'm only in with 1 because of contract. So, like, there's just, I might as well just hold that shit. The hell is RTS, bro? Oh, RTY. Whoops. Inverse. No. I don't know. Are you dodgy? RTY. I'll go over it. I'll go over it one more time. All right, so we're just in a range, right, between a high and a low, and we have failure swings to both sides. So is this the greatest trade in the world? No. Okay. Straight up, no. Right. But we're within this week, a new week opening gap, right? And just with the way the daily candle formed, like daily profile wise, right? It opens high first, right? Then we put in a low. Now, this low, if it's going to be bullish, it should hold, right, to go higher, right? But what does it do, right? We failed to displace over the high, so this leads me to believe that this low is going to be taken. And if you just look at, what are we closer to? Are we closer to these failure swings, the highs or the lows? We're closer to the lows, so we're going to assume that the lows will get taken first, generally. But, this low could have been a really good partial point here, right? But I only went in with 1 contract, so you can't partial with 1 contract. So yeah, I'm not up that much, so I'm just gonna leave it to this and leave it at break even. So if I look at the 4-hour candle, right, the way this candle forms now as well, it also opens high first, right, creates its wick from manipulation, right? And when I go here, right, it opens high first, and you get this kind of right, expansion back in the range where we're seeing opposing candles support price right on the lower time frame, rejecting highs, right, respecting fair value gaps. So I'm assuming this consolidation down here will get targeted, right? Then we undergo some sort of consolidation after this expansion. This could be manipulation to go back in the range, right? But I'm cool with that. That makes sense. So if you look at the 30-minute chart, I'm almost treating this 10 a.m. 30-minute candle as a candle 2 closure, right? Because I'm expecting price to basically reject this wick to go lower to here. So if you break it down to like a 3-minute chart, the 30-minute open is right here. Right? I'll just put like whatever. I don't have a 30-minute open. It's right here. All this right? So I'm just waiting for like I could enter here, you know, but when we form this this, whatever you call this manipulation, short-term high, we raid that short-term high, and then we're expecting this inverse. Really, this is like your invalidation point. Like you could enter this really right here, or this here. Once we got like a convincing close underneath these series of opposing candles, like I could just enter basically this pretty much. Right? Put my stop loss here, enter right here. This could be your first TP. And you're not going to put your stop loss, like this is the CSD, right? You're not going to put your stop loss here. Put it right here. Because then you have a refined little range. Right? You have a protected high here. You have these series of opposing candles. Right? That's your little refinement, right? But you could have TP'd here for like, I don't know what that is. Oh my gosh, what the hell? What the frick? That's like 2.3 R. And then these lows 5.5. Please tell me the meaning of TTFN. It's T trades fractal. Stop loss at body. The risk wasn't a lot, anyways. Yeah, it wasn't a lot. So. You could have done that. The stop loss is pretty small, anyways, right? NG? Oh shit, I don't have NG anymore. NG is so weird. It's so gappy, and I never get a trade. So it's like I just removed it. Holy shit. Dude, like look, this is so crazy. I don't think I would trade this. No, I would not trade this shit. Like we're coming off of a huge expansion, and we don't even hit any lows that are like relevant. We like took out this low or these lows, all these lows. Maybe I could consider it, but I don't think I would long this. I think not. Here's the opening price. The opening goes lower. Get a CSD, like maybe, but all those long. Not really that interesting. What about copper? Like what's that up to? think I clicked the wrong one. Or something. Yeah. I remember this week, these 2 weeks. Like a monthly model that we use back to this fair value gap. Okay, this makes sense to go back to the weekly open. There's no wick. No wick there. And then when you reach this low, we just consolidate. So we just inside bar, we just consolidate. So ideally we sweep out this low first for the day. Yeah, this is literally perfect. Like, holy shit. So we open low first. Right, that's how you want a bullish candle to form, right? You sweep out this consolidation low. And then we trading within 2 a.m. expansion candle, right? So these are 2 just Asia sessions. Then we have that small wick supporting expansion. Right? So you could trade these 2 candles higher here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Right. What do we do when we take out this low? Right? We consolidate again. So we consolidate again. So how do we reverse? Right? Manipulation. Still fractal this. Kind of cool. Leave that stuff. Trying to find a clean series. I mean, that was fine. The hourly is fine here. Trying to find a clean, like a, what do you call it? Propulsion block. 15-minute, 30 minutes, cool. Yeah, this is pretty fire, dude. It's about aluminum. Or was it aluminum? What's the other? I forgot the other one. It's like another metal or something. Is it significant that we just hit? I think I know what you're talking about. That 4-hour order block. I think I was on ES. So I don't think so, but like I went long this day regardless. I don't think, right? Because if you look at just the way this candle forms, right, as that small wick, as the SMT up here, like I probably just wouldn't long it, dude. And then you don't really see this often, where we open high, low, and then high again with this large opposing run. Like with news, maybe it could do that. You know, it's hard to predict what FOMC can do. Got that coming up here, and its press conference too. Shit can be crazy. But I don't think this is like too relevant, honestly. You could say somewhat of a protected low, I guess. But really do the same thing over here as well. I was actually looking short here at around 10 a.m., but it was just too choppy, bro. Titanium high forms in this fair value gap. Like all you have to do, bro, if you're looking for a continuation lower, dude, like all you have to do is look repeat arrays around the opening price of a candle. So if you see this fair value gap above the opening price, then this is where you want to see the high form, right? See that? This forms a wick there. This is way. I would just never trade this though. You don't know why it melted like that at that time. We still got a long time to go, bro. It's a FOMC. Fee's dad cut me out before this. Can you show me an example of a trade you taken, or I'll show you the trades I took yesterday. Should go into this. I took the NQ yesterday. So I'll tell you the logic finding yesterday. All right, so with yesterday, this large range, I'm either expecting a retracement back into the range or consolidation. That's like really it. We're not likely to get a continuation, right? Lower. It's just not likely on a Monday like that. So I don't know why I skipped this. So if you look at the way the daily profile formed, right, what do we do? Like, we mainly just consolidates, right? So we have expansion, really just consolidation generally. And then this low is significant right here because this is the current day low. It's also just session lows, right? But this manipulation, right, is basically what do you call it? Creating the new wick, the daily candle. If you want to use YM here as well, grab a divergence here. Right? Now that's not. If you don't use that, that's fine. Like, I understand if you don't use YM for that, but what I'm really looking at here is the 6 a.m. close. Right, so we close back into the range, and then I'm also looking at, you know, can I pair a driver with this manipulation? Yes, right. 9:30. Right. So if we're going to continue lower, right, and if this is going to be a classic buy day, then we would displace this low. Right? There's no reason to have this deep retracement. If you look at the lower time frame, what do we have? Expansion, method expansion. That is literally, that's the reversal signature right there. So when you see this, you know, at 10 a.m., then I can frame a 4-hour expansion candle away from that. I can assume that this is the low today. This is just a New York reversal, right? It's kind of like a New York reversal or delayed protraction, like whatever you want to call it. It's like the same thing in this case, honestly. But I traded a fractal model here, right? You have a 30-minute close, right? And then you also have the 4-hour opening price supporting. This is something that probably I'm not gonna say, but you have this closing candle, right? And that's the trade I took right here. If you're in the lens, you already know what this is. So I took 3R, right? I took it right here, 3R. Pretty much my job. Does that make sense? Keep taking the same set. I will. There was a fading NQ to expand down during the lunch session after 3, 8, but it only expanded New York. Would you tell me you understand? Let's see. So London. Yeah. Okay, so like look here. So it's like we didn't really manipulate this high, right? We also just kind of expand. So where's the opening price? Like right here. The 4-hour opener here. So this fair value gap here, we rate this high. We see how there's no willingness to trade away from this high. Like it's just I want to see a bearish expansion candle lower, ideally. Now we did reverse off this eventually, off the new 4-hour open. Because if you look at the close, then we get this reversal candle, kind of right, and then you get this expansion. These lows are a really good target, right? I like your idea. It's kind of ugly, yeah. So this candle, where's this candle open at? So it opens low first, goes higher, then goes lower, but there's just no displacement lower. I'm gonna see if there's like an entry there. Look at all these lows. We can displace these lows, and you see how much time it takes to close over CSDs. This is something I talk about a lot. The creation of a CSD. Like you don't want to see price wicked multiple times. If you look at the CSD that I took, if you look at like this one or something, you see how it's displacing through it, very few candles. That's what you want to really see. If you look at the one I showed you, where is it at? You have the CSD forms in one candle, right? See how we, after taking on this high, what do we do after taking this high, right? We make an opposing run lower, respect the fair value gap, then we close through. So we're not going to manipulate high. So what we're going to do, continue through it to other objectives. Okay, so like there's a little bit deeper than just looking at like just pattern, I guess like patterns or whatever, you know. Because when I look at this here, like we're not displacing through these low. This is a fair value gap in general, right? It's kind of ugly. I can't really like. There's no SMT here. I don't think. I don't know. Technically is right. Oh yeah, there actually is. Yeah, there's some clear SMT up in here. So if you were gonna trade it, you would trade this asset, trade this one. You trade with like this is just ass. That's why I would generally don't trade like London. There's some sort of like SMT right here. So 6 a.m. opens around here, makes an open high, takes out some highs in here for 330. 330. No, there's literally nothing clean here. I don't think there's nothing to trade. And you want to like if it's going to be a reversal of the day in general, I'm not going to use a 5-minute chart. You know, I'm going to use like a 15-minute. And like if you look at the 15-minute, I mean, what does that look like? Pretty terrible, right? Pretty ass. So it's just hard. That's hard to anticipate, to be real. Like I'd just be forcing something. And in general, especially for indices, since they don't actually move in London session, you want to demand a higher time frame CSD. You know, you don't want to be confirming a higher low today at a time that doesn't really move that that quick. So generally for like pairs like CL or like NQ, yes, at this time, like I'm always going to demand like at least a 15-minute, bro. At least a 15-minute. But for New York, this is why you can trade like the 3-minute, 5-minute, because it's much quicker. You know, way more. I'll literally confirm my new reversal with like a 5-minute chart, 3-minute chart, like no cap. I literally will. But you can't do that on times that are not volatile. doing a chop. So I can't even tell you that I would predict this because yes, it is technically my model here. I get to this high, get the reversal in 2 candles or whatever. But this is just a fractal model in general, but it's just not clean, bro. Like this lower time frame TA doesn't really, it's not clean at all. So I would never take this in my life. Never. I would just simply miss it. Is what it is. So like you can't really justify every single move in the market. There's actually no need. You like my RTY 3-minute inverse long call? Oh, let's see it. Okay, dodgy. This is literally a dodgy trade, by the way. We'll literally like TP like right here. Could be a 1-to-1 demon. Yeah, TWX is reporting. How do you see something like your back profile? Okay, so like I didn't know when New York reversal or whatever. Essentially, when I think something like this, I'll actually show you an example on CL in a minute. So I'll show you the other trade I took yesterday. It's basically, let's say you're bearish, price opens up high first. This is always ideally what happens. If you want to be bearish, we open high first. So let's say Asia session, we don't put an established low today. We just drop around. And then Asia or London session, we do the same thing. And then New York, whoops, the fuck. We create why is it doing this? We like manipulate, create high resistance, and pair that with the SMT or something. And then we trade back into the unestablished lows of the day, which is just going to be failure swings in the form of session lows, highs, and lows. So you're going to see this like a lot. So basically, let me. Whoops. Oh, okay. Let me show you like some examples of that, maybe. Here's an example, pretty much. All right, I think I traded this on. Oh, I did trade this, right? Oh, I did trade this. Yep. So look here, we have session highs. Right. So we have no established high of the day, and then come, the drivers. So 9:30 makes an opposing run to that, and we close over. But all this is a 10 a.m. reversal, where we see 6 a.m. put in the low, and a fair value gap, and then we see the next candle trade higher, and we form an SMT with the previous candle's low right here. So I'm just trading to these highs in hopes to get to this high, but we never do. The does that make sense for that one? Here's the same thing, right? What do we see? No established high of the day. When do we reverse the 4-hour candle? Right, so you see it's session highs over here. Now, if you do manipulate prior to, New York session and it's London session, all you're going to like demand is like a CSD. Like if I go like 30 minutes or something, all right, cool. CSD, whatever. But I'm always going to refer every single time. I'm going to wait for the driver. I don't care. I'm always going to wait for the driver to validate this being the high of the day, because the driver will expand away from that high of the day, because there's no need to go manipulate again, really. So this is like an internal high. So 9:30 manipulates it so high or whatever. Right, you could trade away from that, because you're not going to want to trade away from these failure swings. You never want to trade away from failure swings. So we need to manipulate these highs. I'm not sure if I traded this. Did I? If I did, this would be on my Twitter. It looks like a fractal model though, but yeah, I think 10 a.m. candle here. I definitely traded this. I had to have. It was so clean. So look here, you have 2 a.m. So basically you have this expansion to this high. What new phase of price do we get? Because we can expect a new phase, big consolidation, right? And we manipulate this high, why is this manipulation? You can just see at the 2 a.m. close, right? We can't close above the high. We close back below this low. And what is the low of the day at the time of this manipulation? It's just 1800 low. So that's when you can, you know, basically at the opposing side of manipulation, if it's just like 1800 low, like not really significant low, then you can generally trade back to that, you know. And here we have the 6 a.m. candle creating swing point and also a CSD. And then you get 10 a.m. continuation. See that? So if you look at 9:30, 9:30 created some sort of internal protected high, right? This internal protected high right here. That 10 a.m. can essentially trade away from. Oh, I absolutely traded this. Let me go on my Twitter real quick. This looks so familiar. This week or what? Last week. I just want to double check. I can't even remember what I ate for breakfast like this morning, so I'm trying to see. Yeah, I did. I did take that. Fire. Yeah, this was very, very pretty clean, bro. It's very repeatable, dude. Like very, very, very like this 4-hour stuff, and like because you can directly, you know, like correlate it to like daily profiles and stuff. I will show you an example of CL yesterday. I also posted this, so you can go check. But so my TP was here because again, right. So this is the low of the day. It's just 1800 candle. So like when you look at where we're trading within, whatever, it's literally just between like this high and this low. And when we take out this low, every time we take out a low, bro, you're just gonna ask yourself like, what phase of price do we get here? What does it look like? Looks like retracement to me, or consolidation. So it doesn't really seem like we're going to reverse from this general. So I can expect some sort of continuation lower, you know, at least to the low of the day. There's a reason why I TP here. It's because of the way the daily candle formed, right? It's actually more supporting a bullish candle, right? Because this opposing run is very large, right? So I'm not expecting price to come way down here. So this is a really good TP spot. Is the current low today, which is the session lows. This is just a New York reversal, right? Where we manipulate. I got the 50-minute. And if you look at the 6 a.m. close, right? What is this looking like? Reversal candle. You look internally to that. You have a clear manipulation. You have this as well, right? So when I open up 10 a.m. candle, I'm really just trying to catch the high of the candle to go lower. That's really it, right? So we open up here. And I'm going to look what PD array could the high form off of, and that would be this one. All right, so I just enter there. And I do not want it to come above this high. No reason to. It shouldn't do that unless it's going to chop or something. Oh my goodness, why did it do that? Okay, because when you manipulate and you're in expansion, you expect opposing candlestick price. This is when price is really showing the willingness to trade away, like see this expansion, like this is really nice to see. Just like the gaps in between each pullback. See small little pullback between the high. This is exactly what you want to see. You don't want to see this. It's like an invalidation. So at this point, This is 6 a.m. low right here. It's just equal lows. So like I can really expect this to continue lower. There's no reason to like go higher like this without it even taking out anything relevant. So I guess enter that. So that was my trade there. Just New York reversal using, just aligning myself with expansion. So today on CL was also, you know, it was actually looking pretty damn good. But I was expecting a 10 a.m. open eye low close. Did we get that? Yes, but it wasn't in a way that I like to see like at all. So we open up here. If I go to the 4-hour time frame, like you can't short this candle here. You can't short within this. If you did, you got railed probably. Because again, it doesn't support expansion. Right? We have these equal lows. Now there is SMT, but again, I'm not really expecting like this range to be a bullish range. Like, it just looks like consolidation. So we have like an internal manipulation. So this is creating the high of the day. Now we're trading away from the opening price of the daily candle. See this? So it's like I only want to short. I only want to short. So what I'm doing here, this is ideally what I wanted at the time. So now this is aligning with shorts. So now I want to align a 4-hour expansion candle lower with the daily candle. So this is aligning daily and 4-hour expansion candles. Just waiting for the opening price at 10 a.m. because you can't discuss just 6 a.m. candle lower because it doesn't support expansion, right? So ideally want to see this next candle go lower, but do we do that? Yeah. But the way we do it is really like ass. It's really ass. Because we, first off, we already had a CSD. Like, ideally, I don't even want to see it take out this high. So that was kind of not great. And then, we take out this high. That's cool. Then we just consolidate, right? Then we take out this high again. So it's like just consolidation, not really the best PA in the world. I think we form SMT here or something. I want to say we did. No, we form equal highs. Or like the slightest sweep. No, it's equal highs. Yeah, see what I'm saying? It's like not the greatest. Not the greatest PA. But everything looked great leading up to 10 a.m. This is how it goes sometimes. But you see why I TP'd here though? Because this candle, when it comes and creates a new low today, it could easily just come back to the range. It's like that delayed protraction profile, but I would never trade this back up. So it's really important how candles form. If you look here, it's literally what you just saw basically. We leave the opening price, come back up, create a new wick, can't displace above the open. Over here, we couldn't displace below the open, right? And we go the other way. Creates a new wick. But yeah, unfortunately, like I wish CL was good today. Would have been fire. How much longer we got, bro? We got 13 minutes. We're just gonna sit through it. I'm definitely gonna get taken out of this, but it's fine. Trading View app. I don't know what that is. I think someone told me about it. Never used it. So this way we take it. 14 makes open low. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're staying back in the range. Well, 1400 didn't open yet. Yeah, 14. Wait, what was this? When was this? Like another day or something? Even right now, to be the lower time frame, you are trusting opposing candles highs. Are you talking at me? Maybe not so much. 2 a.m. there? Damn. No, I'm not gonna gamble on. I'm not gonna let gamble, bro. I feel like I'm having better understanding of daily profile after listening to it for a while. I need to be better. Alright, man. See you. Oh, that was yesterday. Let's look at that. Oh yeah, yeah. I think some of a couple tickets. I think some people's like a fractal here. Am I? Or what? Like literally right here. Pretty sure people took this. I think I saw this previous like 10 a.m. high as the draw. We also open low into this fair value gap. Not too shabby, little scalp. I'll probably just wait for FOMC and then hop off. We're just here to observe. But I am in this trade, guys. I'm gonna just keep it on. I'm probably gonna move my stop loss a little bit in profit, so I got slipped to like shit. But it's just one contract, so it's like whatever. Dude, long it, Fred. You won't long it. Dude, what are the odds? What are the odds we just leave these lows and then FOMC just rips higher? Like it could happen, dude. Honestly, if like if it gets really close to my entry, like by the time FOMC opens, I'm gonna close because there's no way I stay in. There's actually no freaking way. Yeah, probably, dude. Like if a couple minutes we're hovering like right here, I'm closing. I am not going to. I'd be cooked. It's right here. PPJPY. correct using long your inverse, buddy. It's a little fractal market. Definitely not. It will not be insane. Insane to my stop loss. I don't even think I'm later at break even, so like I would lose probably a little bit, but I'm only in one contract, so it'd be max like a couple of bucks. But if it's this, I need it to go lower, bro, because I'm not trusting that. Basically, this line that you see, actually, this is my entry basically. So here. Like, so I was already in this position. Like, I was really looking for this low, but I was like, frick it, dude. Let me just target this low. I only went with one contract, so it's not like I could partial. Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Who was here when me and T were just like full courting key pounds on dumb shit? That was funny. I'm only in one contract, so I can't partial. You can't partial one contract on futures. You're no. Put the contract. Got about 3 minutes coming up. I can move my stop loss just to like right here or something, but I get slipped. I hope you guys are not trading this, by the way. Yeah, I'm definitely expecting to get traded out of here. That's fine. I've actually never. I don't think I've ever done this. Maybe like once. I would never do this on NQ though. My God. Especially on like a volatile day, bro. NQ would destroy you. So yeah, I am moving my stop loss lower, so like I can't lose much on this trade. If anything, I might gain some money. I'm gonna hold. My earphones right down to it. Yeah. Fellas, let me kind of straight. A little bit. Yeah, I honestly have no idea what this is going to do because like there's just failure swings on both sides. Yeah, I have no clue. Probably gonna do some shit like this or something. But obviously, I want it to do this. I want to do that. Here we go. About 10 seconds. So I blew my stop loss basically like around here. My entry is up here. I just don't want to get slipped. Okay, there it is. Oh yeah, we're cooked. Oh yeah. Come on. It's over there. Get me right. Get me right. I'm moving my stop to like I'm moving my stop to here, guys, right here. So I can't lose money on this one. Looking good though. Guys, I'm not gambling. I was already in the trade. I was already in the trade. I'm just holding it. Nice game. You peeped on it. Wow. Oh yeah. I mean, it's like a 2 stage, so you still got another one in 30 minutes. Yeah, my TP is this line. It's all these lows. I blew my stop loss to here. My entry is like up here. So it's not like I could lose money with that. I forgot what a V-auth is. I don't know why it's not loading. Garrett, may I ask why you draw the opens of four candles? So just like the daily chart, you want to trade expansion candles. So I want to trade expansion candles away from, right, low of the days, basically, or protected swings. I want to enter around the opening prices of those candles to catch the body expansion. Much. Forex, like as in the market right now. I don't really trade Forex, but look. I would hope there's like S&P. This is S&P prior to the news event. Like I gotta look up the daily and see. instead of a fair value gap. Maybe we continue higher. These highs. Probably what I would say. Probably higher, so lower. On okay. So use is stronger, so I would probably just short this asset. So this low or this low. That would be my take, but I don't trade, but what did NQ do? So, no. I wouldn't do shit. Didn't do much. All right, back to my trade. Oh, let's go. We're so good. We're so good, dude. Greg, how's your inverse fair value gap doing, buddy? You found a lot of success with trading? Yeah, I like it. I trade YM, all that. So it's like basically you're gonna see that I know the two assets are not correlated right now, but YM and RTY are pretty correlated. Like they're more correlated than in QES R to YM usually. Usually that's the case. But generally, like I'm just gonna trade, the strongest indice of the three, or the four, whatever, or the weakest one. If I'm bearish, I'll show the weakest one out of NQ, yes, YM, or out of YM R2Y. So it's not like I'm trading like 4 indices one day. So I'm only ever trading like one. Come on, bro. Can we just get there? Like, there you go. Oh, good job. Good job. Dude, why do you thriving? No. Only in the lens. It's like a community thing. I'm just an educator in it. I just like help teach or ask questions. I also teach how I trade, incorporate their models and stuff. It's like the same thing, but maybe a different view with the 4-hour candles. Damn, look at that shit. It's clean, bro. What do you see CRT structure? CRT. iFreg knows about CRT. He's like the enthusiast on that. You gotta DM iFreg. GRT is a nickname. I can't say too much. GRT. Brother, I'm getting edged. Holy. Wait, Why did I get 6 messages? What are y'all doing? My journal. Weird. GRT, CRT, that's what's up. Yep. You're damn right. There was GRT before there was CRT. NQ moving like ass. Yeah, I wouldn't short it. I wouldn't short it. It's like so low in the daily range. Garrett best signal. There's no way someone took this right. Bro, this is so slow. Like, bro, get them. Exactly. There we go. It's your signal for the lid. It's crazy. You're sick. TWX does. I actually get all my trades from him. All right, well, there's TP. Well, that's all I'm here for. Well, that was cool. Really, this was like a 10 a.m. manipulation, 1400, 4-hour continuation. You see that? Like trading there or something like that. Yeah. What's the average R in a trade? It's probably like 3. That was like 5 though. But it was not a lot of risk. It was like, hold on, let me see. Actually, it won't tell me on here. I'll tell you, hold on. This phone will load, bro. Holy, this is so slow, man. All right, so there, that was here. It was $190. Like that's not a lot of risk. Now I'll just answer another one. I'll get to it. What condition do you need in order to acquire price trade below previous daily low? The previous day hit a key likely. You can also do you use wicks or expansion rejection blocks? No, not rejection blocks because I don't even want to see the, like, for example, like in expansion, you're not, like, these lows are not going to get tagged. At least these ones, like, you know what I'm saying? These little wicks. It's how we reach an objective, you know? I think that's your question. You can even see it here. They're rarely ever going to get tagged. You know what I'm saying? But as far as you asking about, what was your first question about? Some buy reversal. This is going to be required. Yeah, so there's two requirements really. I'm trying to find you an example that, okay, I can already think of one on like gold or something. Okay, this is when I traded right here. I use this example a lot. See how this candle hit this high. So ideally, you come off of an expansion, right, into an objective, because that's when you get a new phase of price, right, after expansion, especially after 3 consecutive days. So what you need here is a small opposing run. That's for one, right, because that supports expansion, reversal into expansion, right? It doesn't support reversal candle where it has like a large wick or whatever, you know. This has a small wick, right, which supports expansion, like I said. So also another thing you need to have is price open high first, right? So this is what you want to see. You don't want to see this. If it opens low, like makes a significant, you know, low, then comes all the way back up, creates a new high. Yeah, it's a small opposing run, right? But there's not enough time in the day for it to come all the way back down usually. Like price is not going to do this generally. It's not going to do this, like open low, high, and then low again. You want to go open high first. Especially if it does some shit like this. Like if it does some shit like this, where it creates like a, you know, manipulation and then comes back to the open, absolutely not. You don't want that to happen. So what you see here, like all you need to see is time frame alignment. So just like every reversal candle, you need like an hourly CSD if it's going to be a daily. So here you have an hourly CSD because you're confirming a higher time frame reversal, so it requires that time frame alignment. So you see how you open up first, straight into this high, so it's expansion, consolidation, manipulation. We trade, we expand lower. Now we retrace, right, create something here, repulsion block right here, continue lower. I traded both of these days here, traded to get to this high, and then to get to this low right here. This is like both red folder news events, which if you're gonna trade gold, you ideally just want to stick to days like that with red folder. Not just those days, but a lot of times. Does that kind of make sense? You explain what validates a protected swing. It's going to be it's just a manipulation, right? So if I'm going to be bullish in a bullish trend, essentially, if I have a draw higher, any low that we take out opposing to the draw, right? And then we basically want it to like fail to manipulate it and then expand the other direction. And they close above the opposing candles that created the manipulation is this confirmation to that. This is what you want to stay intact. Right? This is what you're going to trade away from to get to this high. Right? That's generally what it is. And then when a daily profile is, or a daily candle is supporting this here, this manipulation, this is what you want to trade, right? I'll show you this example right here. You see how I'm trading this high? Trading this high. So I want to trade away from protected lows, ideally, to get to the high. So that's just right here, right? You see how the daily candle or the daily profile supports this here, right? Because you have a manipulation supported by the daily candle, that small opposing run that supports expansion. So I traded this here as a fractal model, and you have a news event, right? At 8:30 CPI, I think. Right. You manipulate prior to news event. So when you manipulate prior to news event, you want the news event to expand away. That's what it does. And I traded this right here to get to this high. Does that make sense? So once a low is, you know, manipulated, it's the only relevant low in the area too. Like where's the next relevant low? It's nowhere. It's way down here. So this is the only relevant low to take out. So There's no reason to go lower once this takes this low out. Does that make sense? Just like over here this day. I didn't trade this day, but this is also fire. We form an SMT right here. When you look at this low, where's the next relevant low? It's way down here. So this is the only low to reverse off of. You know, this is where protected lows, high probability protected lows that form the low of the day. Right? This is forming the low of the day because this is SMT. See that? The divergence. So it's just like the previous day. And then you take the opposing candles that created the manipulation. That's the validation of it. You know, and we continue off of that. There. That was to get to that high. Oh no, dude. That trade that I was in since like 10 a.m. I was already in that trade. I just held it through the news event. Can you explain when reversal into expansion candles occur? It's after hitting a key level. So like look. Or it's when price opens up near a key level. So you said we open up near this fair value gap, right? That's when you can expect it to. You see the previous day hit this high. Look at this fair value gap, right? Previous day hit it, small imposing run. You're also coming off of expansion. Well, I don't know why I'm getting that notification. It's generally after expansion though. You see this expansion, just getting that new phase of price. But yeah, see how right here we're opening up near the key level. This is Monday, right? So we already reversed the previous week. We can already expect a expansion, right? Previous week, it's this key level. It's just expansion of the weekly time frame, consolidation, get the inside bar, fair value gap, manipulation previous week, next week expansion. So like you're just framing a weekly profile. So like Monday consolidates, Tuesday manipulate off the low. You're opening near that low. So it allows for the creation for that small wick to form. Does that make sense? And if you look at this day too, this manipulation here. So look at all these like reversal candidates, right? Because at this point we're in that fair value gap. You can reverse off this low maybe, right? But do we reverse, right? What phase of price do we get after expansion? Consolidation. So you're gonna revert to this low as reversal point candidate. Nope. Do we reverse? No, right? We just consolidate. Right? This is just failure swings. We're not going to trade away from failure swings. So now it's this low. So you literally just, just wait for the signature to print, right? And you pair a manipulation with a driver, right? So see this manipulation here, clear. This is what manipulation looks like, right? So it's quick, but manipulate lows expand back in the range. Does that make sense? And it's also supported by what? That small opposing run off of this low. Okay, so it's like pretty much it though. But like here's something that I just wouldn't trade. Large wick. See this kind of form. Yeah, like see this large deviation. You get a nice expansion though, to be fair. But I probably just wouldn't trade that. But yeah, that's generally how you trade them. What is CL doing? Not CL, let's see. NQ doing? Nothing. Great. We have 7 minutes. I'll second half of it goes. lowest time frame you frame reversal on. This probably 3 minute, but like depends. Like that RTY trade is a 3 minute reversal, but it's so like situation dependent, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to like make objective, dude. Reviews, especially for indices where like they can move so quickly. But it's also like at what time of day. Like I would never frame a reversal in like London session if I'm gonna trade like a indices. So it doesn't make any sense. It's not volatile. Which one do you like more, S&P for gold? I use both. I would honestly say XAU euro. Honestly, that's what I would probably prefer. I feel like it's more. I don't know. I just feel like it's more freaking correlated, bro. What's your favorite fried chicken? What do you mean favorite? Isn't fried? What kind of fried chicken? Maybe Korean. Makes sense. Still on expansion candles. What if you fail to take pre-save low? You open high. Also have no SMT. The trading to be better. Okay. Yesterday's PA. Oh, like, yeah, I'm just using a, like, yeah, I'm not expecting price to take out, honestly, like either side, to be honest, because we're opening here, bro. We're opening down here, basically. That's a big move, bro. It's a very large range. Like, if I look here, just from each side, that's ridiculous. Like, it's ridiculous. Absolutely massive move. But I can anticipate this going. I can anticipate this high going and maybe a little bit past it. That's why I traded. I don't have to really anticipate much going to the day. Like, all I can say is like I prefer higher prices. That's all I can say. But if the daily profile doesn't show me anything, I don't get confirmation. Like I really don't care. If it goes lower, I miss it. I don't care. I would not trade lower though. It doesn't really make sense. You know, so I can't use the previous days and lows either. It doesn't really make sense. I can't even use a CSD in this case. It's more of intraday profiling here. That's just how it is sometimes. That's how it is like a lot of times, to be honest. Yeah. In this case, you see how we open up near this fair value gap? You can trade this reversal candle because, like I said, it opens high first. That's what you want to see. You get the CSD, and then, like I said, if we're going to form up high of the day in like London session or something, I'm always going to wait for the driver to pass, which is 9:30, and we trade away from it. So this would just point me to bearishness, but we just ugly this shit. It was pretty ugly. Slow. What's your favorite fast food? I don't know. I'll tell you my favorite food though. It's Mexican food. Oh, you mean fried chicken as in okay, like fast food wise? I wanna try Jollibee's. Never had that. Uh I like churches. Never had churchy chicken. Pretty good. Popeye's good though. Sorry. I'm not really that picky. Like, can you show me example of candle two that is engulfing, please? Yeah. Like a lower time frame trade. Because I showed a daily, show you a lower time frame one now. So it's like the same thing. That's the cool thing about it. I'm trying to reference one that I actually took. Maybe. I just can't. Oh wait, hold on. I'll just go to my Twitter or something. Not the one. On the find it. Wait, what? Oh, where is it? I have no idea, but we'll just have to go find one. And then we're gonna use the 4 hours. Like I just allow 4 hours. Here would be one. Oh, I actually traded this on ES, I think. Yeah. Keep this. Right, so if you look at NQ, we're in a fair value. See this 1400 low, but this being the stronger asset on ES, I'm gonna trade ES, okay? So it's still a reversal candle, okay? I'm trading. Here's the SMC right here, by the way. With this gap. So you see how this candle created the SMT? So I'm gonna wait for the next candle to open to trade higher because this candle doesn't support expansion. So all I need to see is some sort of low. I can't use a CSD here, so I'm gonna wait for the basically like some significant failure swing to form. Basically, I can use inverse fair value gaps as my form of shift here. You see this right here. We have 8:30 news. No, I'm lying. We don't have 8:30 news. But we basically just make an opposing run. We close over that. So that's an entry right there for the 5-minute here. Drag this out. Right. Now, do we manipulate this high? No. Why? Because we close over this, right? If it's going to be manipulation, we go to CST lower. All this is a 10 a.m. open low, high close, right? We close above there. So this is 10 a.m. continuation. Actually, I can remember one though. Remember a pretty good example actually on sale. Here it is. Something. It's like a couple days here. So we basically see daily expansion here. So you see this daily expansion. And the way these candles form, right? You open low first, and then the 6 a.m. candle versus in this scenario, the 2 a.m. candle versus in this. So with this one, right, this candle hits the key level. The next candle just sweeps this low out because there is no reversal in this candle. So it would have to come off this low, right? So remember, this candle, basically, the previous candle ideally hits a key level. Okay? Hold on, at this low. So in order to trade this candle, I need a small closing run. Okay, let's check. I just need an alignment. Right, so it's at a key time, it's in the session. So here's your first alignment, CSD. You don't enter off the first CSD, you enter off a propulsion block, right? Like this. So that's an example right there, right? And two would be session highs. Does that make sense? What about the other day? So again, it's like a whole little MMXM, right? You have this little consolidation up here, whatever, like little failure swings. You have this one as well, whatever. And you have this one as well. You have this little consolidation, right? And the 6 a.m. candle here forms its low off the previous candle's low, which is manipulation, right? In a relevant area, we're in that 4-hour gap, right? The daily candle way it forms is also important. It opens up first, and then we close over here, and then you get a propulsion block. It's literally the same thing you saw the previous day. You know, we're just waiting for the opening prices of candles to support expansion. If this happens within a bearish candle, it's just not likely to play out. You know? Does that make sense? If you look at this reversal here today, this can be valid too because what's 2 a.m. Look at the 2 a.m. open. See how it opens high first into these highs, which we can reverse off of, and then we get right, we get the CST here, but there's no propulsion block. So like if we open up near a level to sweep out, it can reverse in one candle. Here's an example. This fair value gap or whatnot. So the previous candle hits this fair value gap. So the frame reversal off this high, right, into this order block. Here, oh my goodness, it's choppy. So this is why we wait for, right, propulsion blocks. Okay, so if you took this, it'd be a loss. There's like no entry here, to be honest. Not really much. I remember this day actually. I remember this day. See how choppy that is. Which is just how it is sometimes. Nobody knows this thing. We did, but this isn't really affected. I would have to search like crude oil on Forex factors. Yeah, there's not much there, to be fair. But yeah, that's how you frame it regardless, though. If you look here, you have a consolidation range between this high, this low, this, we take it out right here, right? Frame reverse off the side. See that? You get a 60 there. I do like when it like forms fair value gaps to the CST and stuff. That's how you generally do it, though. It can be on any time frame too. If I could find an hourly example. If you look at any most reversals in the market, like if the key level is going to hold, it's going to reverse in like 2 candles. So either the first candle that hits it, I'm not counting that as a reversal. I'm counting the candles after that. Right? If you look at this low here, it's a reverse like the 2 candles. Generally, that's how that works. Can look really anywhere. Like, see how we didn't reverse it from this fair value gap? Well, I guess we technically did. You could say this high though. Say we didn't reverse, so we just go to the next key level. That one. If you look here, right, where do we reverse off of this low, right? Second candle. Where do we reverse off this fair value gap? This second candle. It's like pretty consistent, to be honest. And then you add like obviously like time frame alignment. Here's a pretty good example right here. Because you have a bunch of lows down here. So these lows. So when you look for like SMT and stuff. Yep, so we have SMT as well. That's pretty nice. So you can really do on any time frame, right? Look here. Yeah, this fair value gap, right? This candle hits the fair value gap. This candle reverses. You know, there's your CSD alignment right there. Does that make sense? I go to like the 15-minute chart and find one. Probably right here. This candle hits the key level. This candle reverses off this candle's low. You can literally do it with any candle you want to, right? Here's your CSD. I can go to the monthly chart. Find the same shit. Now this is, I forgot how ugly this is. I find one better. Damn, I can't find a key level that gets it. This is maybe this one, but there's like no follow through on with anything. But if you just look at like most key levels, even if we're gonna use this fair value gap, it didn't really get, respected, but kind of close through it. Really, you could just use like Q this range or whatever. So this is the Q. It's the candle that hit it. It's the next candle that reverses it. Now the fact that the next candle doesn't actually continue tells you something. Right? Probably gonna go to this level. When do we get a new phase of price from this low with the next candle? I believe there's like some SMT here or something. Yeah, like look here. It's a bit cleaner, right? This is that candle that this is the candle that basically hit that fair value gap on. See, there's no fair value gap here on correlated asset here. This candle hit the key level, the next candle reverses, right? And then we take out these belows, right? We need to get a retracement of the next candle. We need to get some sort of, trading away from this key level, the next candle. Notice how we're not really trading away, it's just consolidating. There's no really willingness to trade away from that. So like when price doesn't really trade away from a key level, that's kind of, can tell you some things. It's either you're going to consolidate or you're going to take the low, right? Usually. I'm trying to find a key level that gets hit. I cannot find one. Maybe this one, I guess. Yeah, fine, maybe. I see a couple here, actually. There's some right there. Here's an example of you just opening up near the key level. Small wick. But yeah, I mean, with the monthly time frame and stuff, you can use like a lot of confluences. And it takes forever to form, so. I was going to show you like NQ or something. Here's an example, right? This fair value gap, or this closing candle, reverse off of that. Here we hit this fair value gap, reverse off this candle. Yeah, it's pretty much though. Yeah, it doesn't even have to take that low though. That's the thing. Ideally, it does though. Like, see this candle here? It's a fair value gap. Doesn't even take the low. Ideally, it's like SMT or something. Again, here, like you take out these lows, it just expands. It's like expansion of expansion almost. You have this. It has this like long wick. You can expect like price to at least probably some sort of reversal here, even if it doesn't close there. But if you look at almost all of this, like here, we don't like immediately manipulate this high. It's probably this range probably gonna hold to take out this high. Say we don't manipulate this high, probably gonna continue. Right? This fair value gap, hit it in one candle, the next candle, right? So look here, See how I said it's going to reverse in 2 candles? So you see how this candle is not a reversal to expansion. So my rule is that the next candle must expand. And it obviously expands. You see how we fail to manipulate this low? Well, we're going to go to the next low probably, right? Down here. So like the failure to manipulate lows is just a continuation. Really. Here's a good example of like what the hell. Like it hits this candle here, and then just expands without taking off the low. It just happens sometimes. Yeah, you get new phase of price generally like after like 20 minutes. So here we hit the low. When did we get a retracement? Hit the next candle. We hit this low. It forms the way this candle closes forms a reversal. So this candle's likely to expand. But we leave like equal lows, you see that? And then this candle at T level form a reversal off the next thing. So I want the next one to expand lower. So here you can like ping pong. So here we get this high. I want the next candle. If I'm going to trade back to the range, I want the next candle to do it. It's like really ugly polyasymmetry. And then we're opening up here this trade value gap. We reverse onto expansion. And I don't know what happens here, but we can use this way. Like check out this. We take out this high. See this? It's just consolidation. Right, so we're going to continue higher. So when we manipulate the low, right, it's going to continue, right, just via IPTA. We're not going to manipulate the range high. We're just going to continue fasting, probably. So it's like the same thing, like right here. Does this look like manipulation to you? No, it looks like retracement. It's just tracing to like EQ of a range or something, or internal range of the. This is really ugly. I don't like the way this forms. Maybe it's waiting for like a monthly open or something. Yeah, just waiting for the monthly open. Yeah. Anyways, what's NQ doing? Oh shoot, bro, I'm like so passive. Oh wow. Did it reverse? Oh, we had S&P prior to it. Okay. So we manipulate prior to Newsmet. No, I would never trade this though. Damn, that's fire, dude. Wait, that's actually so fire. The first stage of the event took out the low, the next stage expands. Damn, that's something I should do. This is like not a bad entry. Like, you just have a bunch of like low resistance right here. Anyways, I'm probably gonna hop off, guys. Bro, you're great. You won gambling, dude. Guys, if I continue to answer questions, it'll be like forever. Probably. Probably just gonna hop off. But I'll catch y'all later. It was fun trading. FOMC. I don't really trade it, but I have position too. Alright, I'll catch y'all later.